From the power of the Rocky Mountains, I bring you the Prince of Power. It's time! It's time!
It's wrestling podcast. Welcome to It's All Pro Wrestling Podcast. My name is Bill.
And my name is Doug.
And together we are two men in our 40s talking about professional wrestling like men in their 40s do. Doug?
Yes, Bill?
How was your week?
Bill, my week was really good. Hey, I actually have a memory this week.
Memories are good.
Of 2 days. 2 days.
Okay, out of 7. It's a start.
Saturday,
Uh-huh.
I got a new tattoo, Bill.
Oh, I saw your new tattoo. It's adorable.
It's a cute little stingray.
Yeah, Mallory made fun of it.
Oh, Mallory. It's okay.
No, she's like, what kind of nerd gets a stingray tattoo that doesn't go to Hawaii? And I went, no, I don't know.
Me.
You, Doug.
It is my 25-year-old daughter's favorite animal, Bill.
That's nice. But she knew that too. Mallory did. But she's just like, it's still kind of a nerdy tattoo.
Meh.
And I thought it was adorable. Mallory's the jerk, not me. Wouldn't it be awesome if I just said like every like negative thing I ever wanted to say about you? I would just say Mallory says this.
Oh, you're caught on. Oh, man. I was getting so mad at Mallory. I was like, Bill's really changed his ways.
Bill's sweet and delightful. Mallory's just a straight up bitch.
It's a big old stingray.
It's a monster.
And it has
stingray.
an A on its tail.
Oh, for the Aggies.
Yes.
Big CSU
It'll
Aggies fan.
Incorporate into my eventual ocean half sleeve back tattoo.
Ocean back sleeve half. What? So you're going from your shoulder blade like down to your half of your arm?
To like my elbow. Possibly. It's been a thought for a long time.
You've talked about it. Wait, is that on the same elbow? Is that the same elbow? Is that on the same arm as your fish tattoo?
Yes.
I thought your fish tattoo was on your left arm.
No, it's on my right.
It's the one with all the gross birthmark on it?
The gross birthmark is my left. That's why I'm not doing anything on that one.
Why am I have you in a mirror? Why am I thinking of you in a mirror then? That's weird. Okay.
Because that's dreamy.
No, not really. Okay. So what other animals are you gonna get? What other sea life creatures are you gonna put on your shoulder arm?
I'm gonna have a coral reef and then
those are dying, Doug.
moray eel.
Ooh, those are spooky.
Some jellyfish.
Those are deadly. They killed
maybe a barracuda.
Ooh. What movie was it where the jellyfish killed that lady? I can't remember.
Sounds like
it's Sphere. It's Michael Crichton's Sphere, starring Dustin Hoffman and Samuel L. Jackson.
Ooh.
Yeah, jellyfish kill a lady. Sam Jackson's a scientist in it. No. Good. Did you pee on it?
No.
Did someone else pee on it?
Nah. It wasn't that bad.
Oh.
And then, Bill, after I got my tattoo.
Oh, yeah, we're still talking about you.
Hey, I remember things.
I know. Go talk.
Then I went to a free show at New Belgium Brewery at the Lawn. The weekend was the Foco MX at like 30 bars in Fort Collins.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was happening until you told me. And then I was just like, oh, look at these bands, see if there's anyone I know. I didn't know fucking shit. Like I went through everything and I didn't recognize a goddamn band. That's how out of touch I am.
Think I recognize 2, maybe 3.
Maybe 3.
Yeah, maybe 3. I saw Grieves. He's been one of my favorite hip hop artists for a long time. So that was cool.
Did I see Grieves with you? I can't remember. Like that one show it was that Brother Ali, Eli and Grouch show.
No.
Okay, he wasn't there? Because that's the only time I can think of like I might have saw him.
I don't believe he was on that one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, because it was one of those like I remember there was someone else there.
Right.
And I can't remember who it was. And so I just assumed it was Grieves. But anyway, how was Grieves?
He's good. It was a weird, short little like 35-minute set, but it was good to see him again and see live music. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I'll set you up, Bill.
Do you know Stained has a new album coming out?
I've heard.
Did I send that? Did I send the song to you?
No.
It's almost good. Aaron Lewis is a piece of shit. Like 100%.
Yeah.
Fuck him across the board. But it's almost good, and it almost sounds like it's like if Dysfunction and the It's Been a While album had a baby, and then like the chorus goes like super hard, or it's either the chorus or the bridge. I don't remember, but it goes like it's the bridge. It goes like super fucking hard. Like it's like he's almost doing like Corey Taylor fucking Slipknot scream. Like it's weird. It's kind of almost good. Fuck Aaron Lewis though.
I'm interested in listening to it, but Aaron Lewis.
I'll find it. Yeah.
Real piece of shit.
No, we will pirate it. We will give the bassist from Mudvayne from fucking. We'll give the bassist from Mudvayne. I think he's still a problem though. We'll give the bassist from Stained like $5 when we see him next, and we'll just pirate them. And we'll just pirate when we see the guy bassist from Mudvayne. But God damn it, we have Mud Shovel on the brain. Did you yawn already?
That's a good one. Why did I yawn?
How the fuck did you yawn? We're recording actually in the morning.
Let me check some coffee.
You're drinking more coffee?
I'm just finishing my first cup, Bill.
The first cup is what made you had to do a pre-recording poo.
It was.
See, I had a whole Vente Starbucks flat white upside down flat right before I had to do my business, which I would highly recommend the upside down flat white.
What the hell is that?
It's cappuccino without the foam, and then if it's upside down, like they make it so it's not all like creamy at the top necessarily. It's good.
Gotcha.
It's what
we'll have to order that.
Do you know how I found out about it?
No.
Andy Williams, our sweet boy butcher. That's what he orders. So I was just like, oh fuck, I'll try it. And I was like, yeah, this is what I will order if I'm ever at a coffee place and I need to order something. Because I got to a point where I couldn't, like, I would drink Americanos or just have regular coffee. Regular coffee is perfect, but there's some places I just don't like their regular coffee. I'm very awkwardly particular.
Yeah.
Like I just drink like Dunkin' Donuts regular coffee because I'm a basic Boston bitch.
One other thing I have to say, yesterday is the day I remember. Bill, yesterday was my beautiful and talented wife's birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, may your skies stay blue. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And we went out to dinner.
Did you go to Sushi Jitsu?
No, we went to Cafe de Bangkok.
Where's that?
That is over on Campus West area, over near that Thai place that we used to eat at in college.
No, we never ate at a Thai place in college.
Okay. What kind of food? Was it just Asian? It was over by that McDonald's.
It was
smoke
over
shop, blackjack.
Yeah, so it was next to blackjack, and it was like 3 different things, including like there's a pita. Oh, it was just a Chinese place.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was just a Chinese, like Asian food, but in Colorado, it's Chinese.
So it's 3 doors down from that.
Oh, has it always been there? Because I kind of remember.
It has. It was just like a little hole in the wall.
Yeah, a hole in the wall.
Like so busy, they expanded, and now it's like twice the size. So, Bill.
Yeah.
How was your week?
My week was fine.
What'd you do? Do you have a memory?
Not particularly. I don't think so. No. I so far have made it through this week unscathed. I have all my extremities are either taped up from wounding earlier or something.
No sprained fingers.
No, finishing up Blood Meridian. Really got like I did a hard like I'm almost done with Ringmaster, the Vince McMahon book. It got really good. It got really good. I'm liking it. It's really well written and
really well
written, but easy. I don't know if you've ever read, or if anyone, not just you, Doug, but if anyone's ever read the history of WCW, where as you're reading the history of WCW, because it's Alvarez that writes it, it just becomes a slog of just data. Where it's just like, yeah, stuff. it's just like, and on this card, and August 9th, 1997, Bret Hart, ooh, doggy,
motherfucker,
doggy, get him, doggy.
Hey.
But like Bret Hart wrestled, and compared to Raw's numbers of this, and the demographic was slipping. And because of this, Time Warner decided that they were going to merge with AOL, and it just got really just dry.
Not interesting anymore.
Well, I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting.
Gotcha.
Like the Death of WCW, like it would really like the first part of it where it's talking about like late 80s, early 90s, and like the Bill Hurd. Which like Bill Hurd era of WCW is really fascinating to me because everyone fucking hated Bill Hurd. And like, that's when
like 94-ish.
It was 92, 93. It was the reason why Flair went to WWF.
Okay.
Like Bill Hurd, he just pissed off everyone, right after that. Then you had, Bill Watts, Cowboy Bill Watts come in and he implemented like all those insanely stupid, shitty rules that everyone hated. That stuff was really cool because it was just, for lack of a better term, it was gossipy. It was stories. And then when he got to like towards the end of like when he gets to like 98, 99, like it just turned into like, well, they lost this booker, then they gained this booker, and then this booker went away and that booker went away, and they started losing ratings. And then like there was just nothing. For fuck's sake, you have the ability to talk about all the shit that was happening between Nash and everyone, Hogan and everyone, Macho and Hogan. Like, what the hell's Sting doing? What the hell's Luger doing? Like,
right.
You have the evacuation of like, you have the evacuations of the Radicals. Like, why did they leave? You have Y2J being pissed off at Goldberg. Like, you had all these stories that you could really go into, and it just doesn't really culminate to anything.
At that point, he's kind of done with stories and just goes into the dry facts.
And once again, that's WCW, the end of WCW by Alvarez. Ringmaster, however, is really good because it doesn't get it's not. It talks about business. However, it's still stories. Okay. And it's a good book. I mean, I can't recommend it enough. It goes into my theory of why Vince McMahon is literally an allegory for the end time of the United States and how people like him are responsible for it. And it really, really helps that narrative. The saddest thing about this, though, is that the writer, she wrote it in a perspective that Vince had just resigned from WWE. Like she wrote it as he was writing, like she was doing the final edit as she was doing it. It came out WrestleMania weekend. So Vince is already back by the time it even released. So unfortunately it sounds stupid and dated because it was only like a 6-month period at best.
Yeah.
That's no one's fault other than Vince McMahon's. Like
right.
it's one of those, like every time she says, before he resigned or now that he's gone,
right,
something like that, I'm just like, nope, that's not right. I get in my stupid shitty smirk, like, no, well,
right,
obviously you don't know, and then I realized, no, I'm an asshole. Yeah, but it's good, and Blood Meridian is fucking insane.
Quick question that might be dumb about the Vince McMahon book: Did he have any say or knowledge of the book, or is this just someone writing a book about him?
I'm sure he had knowledge of it. This is not an official Vince McMahon biography.
Is this something he would approve of?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. I mean, within they go into Snuka within they go into Snuka.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And it gives about the same information as like we already have and we already know. And it doesn't say flat out that, Vince McMahon came in with a briefcase full of money, put it down on the briefcase to the chief, or not to the chief of police, but to the DA and whom, like the head investigator, and then walked out. Doesn't say anything like that. However, it does give inference to like, well, in Snuka's memoirs, Snuka talks about Vince picking him up with a briefcase, and he had a briefcase in his hand, and he went to the meeting with a briefcase. So, it's that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Nice. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. I think it might be even an audiobook already too. So if you get bored with listening to podcasts, please don't get bored with listening to podcasts. We need your listens. Yeah, I would recommend it. So.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I'll put a link in on the website to access it through somewhere.
Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, it'll be on the website. It would be the page for this podcast episode on the site. So, yeah.
Cool, bro.
But yeah, Doug, one thing I forgot to talk about. I was enamored. Absolutely enamored. Couldn't pull my way from the TV in the last week and a half because I was just eyeballs to assholes on the draft, Doug. I was excited about the draft. I was excited about what team gets what and how they're really going to build their roster, to really take it to the next level. Each team, I was so excited. Doug.
Yeah. How do you feel that the Broncos did, Bill?
What do you mean?
In the draft?
Oh, the Broncos, like the NFL draft?
Oh, wait. What draft are you talking about, Bill?
I'm talking about the WWE draft.
Oh man.
The greatest night ever in sports entertainment history.
Which took 12 nights?
You sent me the wiki. I'm looking at the wiki now. It says that it was only 2 nights. I think it felt like it was longer than that.
There's night 1, night 2, and then there was a bunch of other.
Oh, there were supplemental picks.
Supplementals, and then it was another.
So
night.
Technically, So I'm looking at this now. There was night 1, which was on SmackDown, and then there was the night 1 supplemental picks, which actually happened the next day on the 29th. Night 2 was on Raw, and then the supplemental picks for Raw happened after Raw on May 1st.
And then there's also free agent pickups after all that.
Oh, did the free agents get picked up? Oh, yeah, there they are. They got picked up. And then there's the wrestlers not included in either. And I'm saying, well, anyway, Doug, let's go. Let's really break this down. Oh,
yeah, buddy.
Let's break this down.
Break it down. We got night 1, Bill.
Night 1, first overall draft pick. Which I didn't know you could do this, but you could just take a whole group.
But actually, this group only included. So the group is the Bloodline.
But it only included 2 of the 3 of the 4
with their manager.
Cool.
So we got the Bloodline.
Yep.
And does this surprise you, Bill? The number 1 overall pick for Raw is Cody Rhodes
This
with
is
the second
Cody.
overall pick.
Not at all, because
With the
No.
second overall pick.
not at all, because Cody Rhodes is now the new JBL of of the WWE.
JBL.
Because Roman
He's a
doesn't
complete
want.
asshole.
No. He just Roman doesn't want to work anymore, so Cody has to work on Mondays
Gotcha.
because he's gonna win the belt, dog. He's gonna finish the dream. or
Finish the story.
Finish the story. So I'm just real quick, Doug.
Uh-huh.
Wait, you can. So Imperium has 4. Imperium has 4 people. The OC has 4 people. Damage Control has. Jesus, this is so fucking stupid.
Right. It's dog shit. Wait, whoops. Is that a lot?
No. This is the dumbest fucking thing. This is the dumbest fucking thing on earth.
Hey, Bill, who the fuck is JD McDonough?
I think it's
Donna?
McDonough. I don't know. NXT guy, probably. One of the very few NXT people that have not blown out their. Oh, that's who JD McDonough is.
You see the like weird.
He's Jordan.
Okay.
Jordan Devlin.
Ah,
He should
Gotcha.
be. He should have been spoken out and kicked out of everything, but he's not.
because Finn trained him.
Yeah. Cool.
Change his name, so he'll never know.
Yeah. Well, they got us.
Oh man.
It just like does anyone truly fucking care about this?
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do because I think I could be wrong, but I think we're in the minority that does not watch WWE.
Yeah.
When you talk about wrestling fans in general, yes, there's the hardcore people like us and a lot of other people that follow the indies heavily, follow AEW and their local scenes. But in general, when you try to talk wrestling with someone, they're most likely just going to know WWE.
Like, last year around this time or so, we were like, they were just cutting people left and right, like as far as WWE was concerned, and it sucked. But now I'm looking at this, like, there's so many people on here that I just do not care about. Like,
what's SmackDown going to do? Like, look how small their roster is. You got a few names, but who's Roman going to feud with?
Edge.
Like,
Edge.
Oh, you did
Remember?
call that a while ago.
I did. Edge wins the title. We figured it out. Yeah.
You got AJ,
You got AJ. Yeah.
the LWO.
You got Hit Row. You got your boy Top Dollar. Austin Theory. There it is, Doug Austin. There it is, Doug Austin Theory.
Oh, you got Rick Boogs.
I got Shamo.
I like his little group. Well,
I do like
I
his.
like Sheamus and Butch.
Yeah. Well, and Rich Holland's not bad. He really isn't.
Okay.
Yes, he didn't pop his hip appropriately. Unfortunately, what happened to Big E, but it wasn't Ridge being dangerous. It just, you can't. Yeah, it's one of those. It's tough to hold, one certain thing against a guy.
Right.
He's, I'm sure he hates every moment of his life when he thinks about it.
For sure.
You got Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller. Who went over and gave him Johnny Gargano? Didn't he go over there and give him like his 12th
Last man standing.
last man standing match?
Johnny Gargano. Oh, and your boy Johnny G gets picked up supplemental picks on Raw Talk afterwards.
Oof.
Man, fall from grace there, Johnny. And God damn it, like, we're all shitting on him. Like, everyone was shitting on him after that. And like 5 years ago, everyone loved him to death.
Yeah.
He was God. He was a god.
Johnny Wrestling.
Now it's, hey guys, I'm on Raw. Or did he get drafted to Raw?
I think so.
But you know what? Fuck it. If he's making money.
For sure.
Anyway. Congratulations to both teams. Now I'm excited to see what happens next with the NXT roster. since
Me too.
87% of them have torn ACLs. Because Shawn Michaels is running literally a lucha factory with people who have no idea what they're doing lucha moves. But
Yo Bill,
Yo Bill?
Yo Bill. I don't know. That's probably from all your tweets you've been, your texts you've been sending me.
Yo.
That was my shortened version. Yo Bill.
Yo Bill.
Yo Bill. Well, did you watch Wednesday Night Dynamite
From Baltimore, Maryland?
from Baltimore, Maryland?
I regretfully did. And then I fell asleep, and that was probably the best decision I could have made.
Okay.
Okay. No, I'm
You're good with it?
I don't know what you would call good with it.
You're good that you didn't see it? You're fine?
Yeah,
No regrets?
It sucked. Like I know I didn't watch the main event, so I did fall asleep by the main event.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm at the point where I don't give a fuck right now on the main event. It's giving Sammy way too much television time, and that's just turning me off. It's really trying to make Jack do something, and the poor little feller just doesn't have it quite yet, and it's making Darby look like an idiot. So I don't give a fuck. It sucked. It sucked. The whole thing sucked.
I'm over Wardlow.
Wardlow's cold as fuck.
These little squash matches to then bring out Kristen Cage and Luchasaurus for a quick second just does nothing for me.
No.
Like, at least have him go against someone. It doesn't have to be.
Have him go against Brian fucking Pillman.
Yeah.
Have him beat Brian Pillman Jr. That's not going to hurt Brian Pillman Jr. because no one gives a fuck about Brian Pillman Jr. anymore.
But it's better than having a dark match.
Yeah, and have it like a 3. Yeah, and you give him like 4 minutes.
And then having the announcers talk up, just, oh man, he's just in the zone. Like,
yeah, they're trying to Goldberg him again, and we've already done it. The 8-man fucking match, I could not give a fuck about that match.
Yeah.
Like it didn't, none of it felt right. Everything was weird. Like there was no flow to it. I don't know. I did not like it, which sucks because Bandito, Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, Daniel Garcia, and even Parker and Mandar, and I'll even give Adam Cole some credit. Like they're all good workers. Note that I left out Hager. Like they can put on a good match. Like it fucking nothing. And because the entire time I was listening to fucking Jericho, and it took me out of it. Yeah,
for sure. To me, the best parts are the things that I remember the most is not any of the matches, but maybe some of the promos setting up other stuff.
What, like TNA going to the chicken farm in Delaware? Because that was just
pretty entertaining.
That was such a fucking TNA. That was such a TNA vignette. Like, and I shit on TNA, but I was just like, yeah, that's fun. It was fun.
It was fun. Like
it was fun.
Yes.
Like Satnam Singh fucking holding the baby in the most awkward way.
Satnam Singh, the basketball player. Yeah.
Fucking holding the baby in the most awkward ways possible. Like
with weird Satnam Singh hair, coveralls.
Yeah. And Sanjay Dutt was hilarious. Like I enjoyed Mark Briscoe, who has kind of had this goofy, like the rebranding Mark Briscoe as this goofball was like the least goofiest in that was funny. Right. Like it was good because like he was like the straight man for some reason but I like that.
And his dad's a complete
badass motherfucker. Yeah, that's always been the case, I guess. Like,
okay. I enjoyed those real pieces of shit in the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yes, and that little shit this little shit Wheeler Yuta is gonna be better than me.
Yeah, that was like, great.
I popped for that. This little shit.
Yeah, because like that's always what you tell me or send me.
Yeah, he's a little piece of little shit. Fucking Wheeler Yuta. That was a great promo. Danielson. And what's funny that was almost a face promo. Like it could have been taken as a face promo, which makes it a great heel promo, if that makes sense. Because they have the reason, they're telling it to you. It's reasonably valid. Like, I mean, they did shit on my fucking Danielson shat on my boy right away. But like I was fine with it. I like TNA goes to Delaware. What else was there?
I really enjoyed and intrigued by the House of Black promo.
House of Black promo was pretty good.
House rules.
Yeah, it's a cool idea.
I like it.
Okay. You're making this better than it was. Match wise, angle wise, like Saraya made me not care about Willow Nightingale, which is a problem.
Right.
Hikaru Shida comes back. That's great. But yeah.
It was a dumb angle to have us try to think for a second she would join them.
It makes absolutely zero sense why she would join the group who isn't not homegrown, because she was the third AEW women's champion.
It was Riho, then Nyla Rose.
No, it was Nyla Rose, then Shida, then Britt.
Yeah, and then Britt.
That's right.
Thunder Rosa. And
then that fucking Trace DeMaio bullshit sucked. Other than my boys, once again,
getting right up there.
Getting right up there till the end, and then nothing. And I'm tired. I'm tired of the Acclaimed. And
okay, well let's. I want to. That was the first name on something that'll be later.
Okay.
Do you care about the Acclaimed anymore?
I don't.
Okay, me neither.
They need, but it's
they need a face.
It's nothing that they've done. They need something now.
One little problem that it's kind of become a habit is when a champion that is over loses their title, they just kind of lose all their momentum.
I think there's a point with that. It doesn't even have to be someone who has the title. It can be someone that's just hot in general, and they'll just cool them off quick. Like Tony just forgets about them. It's not like, okay, well, we'll give you a series of matches, but they'll start going, lower opponents, or anything like that. It's just like, no, I don't know what to do with you now. Tony's right now is really good at I would say overall, he's really good about getting people hot. Right.
Yes.
But once they're hot and they come down, he can't get them hot again. Wardlow's the great example of that. I would say Hobbs is a pretty good example of that. Hobbs and Starks right now. Are you fucking kidding me? What they do? Like they kill and it's pretty much anyone that Jericho has a fucking feud with. Yeah. Orange Cassidy. He had that feud with fucking Jericho. And
it took him forever.
And then he cooled off immensely, and now he's finally coming back around to it. But like the only thing that's really kept Orange Cassidy relevant is, like we mentioned it last week, that it's his ability to keep character but evolve a little bit,
Yeah, for sure.
And he has the ability, and built into his character, he has the ability where he can cool off because he just doesn't care. Right. But not everyone has that.
But you can throw him in 2-3 weeks later, and all of a sudden he's back there doing nothing, and everyone loves it.
Yeah.
Because it's just what we've become accustomed to.
Yeah. Look at fucking Dark Order.
Oh, like a year ago, or I don't even know how long, you see Johnny Hungy up there, and it'd probably get a good pop. And maybe it does for some people, but I don't think it has near the pop that it used to. Like,
no,
he was up there posing, I'm like, I don't care anymore.
There are a few acts that can still hold it. I would say Lucha Brothers being one, obviously the Elite, Mox, Danielson, but I don't know if Claudio even can do it. I don't know, there's certain people there's certain people that can, but there's so many that don't have that. Essentially what it turns into is fucking Tony has his new toys to play with, and Jericho is in his ear. Jericho being in his ear will build someone up and then just cool them down. And Jericho will even give them the pin. Eddie fucking Kingston. It will get Jericho will even put him over, brother. And then Jericho doesn't lose anything, and they don't have anything for that person to do after Jericho. So they actually fall off.
The feuds aren't horrible, but then there's no next step.
Yeah, I mean, the only person that
Jericho thinks, I'll give him the push.
Yeah.
But there's no, okay, after me, then they should hit this, and then here's their title chance, or, something like that.
Jericho is a fucking kiss of death. I mean, there's only been a couple people that have had feuds with Jericho that have gone on to do something. Mox, which is Mox. He is the cornerstone of that company, or he's one of the cornerstones. Omega, once again, cornerstone. MJF, I would say he's pretty close to a cornerstone. But really, I can't think of anyone else in Orange to a point. But it took forever to get him to where he's at right now.
Yeah.
To really think about it though, like no one has gone up against FTR. That was weird. No one has gone up against Jericho and really survived. That isn't already, minus MJF, that isn't already a severe cornerstone.
I don't know, Bill.
No. But
what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, congratulations to Tony Khan and the rest of All Elite Wrestling for selling 50,000 pre-sale tickets at Wembley Stadium.
Today's the actual sale date, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
And when I said 50,000, I think I meant 45,000. But yeah.
Or 35.
No, they're at 45.
Oh, okay. The first number I heard was 35.
The first number they had multiple pre-sales after that, though.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Cool. So it might be 50. I don't know. I don't
know, Bill.
But we were talking about it a few episodes ago. The idea of, I was just like, yeah, shit, if they get 60,000, that's a win. Like,
for sure.
That's a serious amount. That's Tokyo Dome-ish. And that's awesome. And I think they could do 60. And well, it looks like they're definitely going to do 60.
80, 90, like they haven't even hit the regular sell.
94 is the capacity is what they're supposed to be at. So I don't know if it's going to be 94 or not, but it's going to be close. And if that's the case, so as far as numbers are concerned, because we all love our numbers, the largest American wrestling show, paid for wrestling show that is not WWF or WWE was the 45,000 WCW Georgia Dome.
Okay.
So they've already beat that. Like WC or AEW's already beaten that. And then the largest paid for non WWE or WWF show in general is a Tokyo Dome show that I can't think of the name of all of a sudden. It's Wrestle Kingdom. There it is. It was a Wrestle Kingdom. Yeah. So they're on pace to probably beat that as well. So this would be like the second largest for sure. And if the goal is if they get to 94,000, they will be I think it's like 92,000 at Dallas a couple years back.
Was that the biggest?
Yeah, I think so. 92 or 90. Yeah, it's whatever when everyone says it's 93,300 and whatever at the Silver Dome, it was closer to 87. Yeah. But I think the real Dallas number is right around 92 something but they said it was like 94. Yeah. But anyway, everyone loves numbers. That's why I love Brian Alvarez's book. Yay.
9 times 9.
81. You're the finger man. Oh, I'm the finger man too. Dark Elevation gone away.
Yeah.
And it was all because of Collision that's coming up and everything like that. I really hope there's still a way to see regional up and coming independent talent on some kind of platform that AEW still does something like that.
Yes, for sure.
Because it really, I mean, I can't speak for experience, but just my assumption is that it does help a lot of the wrestlers who do get the call to be on dark and dark elevation. It helped them get booked elsewhere. Like, I mean, I can't imagine it didn't.
For sure.
You know, if someone has a good showing, I'm sure a promoter that's a couple states away would be like, oh, that person's not too bad. We'll go find out what their rate is. I hope there is still a possibility of having that happen. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Ring of Honor. The fact that it's not part of this at all, to talk about Collision and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's Tony's new toy. I don't know, but it sucks that Dark and Dark Elevation are going away, because there were some insanely good matches on both. The one that comes to mind automatically is Joey Janela versus Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Try to find that match. Joey Janela, it's one of those matches that you're like, oh shit, Joey Janela is actually really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Kenny Omega. I don't know if you have anything to add to that, but I
guess the thing I would add is back in the end of December, the last Dynamite that we attended in Broomfield, the Dark Elevation was actually one of my favorite parts, because
it was. There was some
because it was awesome to see the pops for these local, wrestlers that we get to go see at all of our local events, to see them all of a sudden, Tyra versus Sheeta, like, just the Pillars got a match. Like, there's just
Lilith Grimm had a match, and
Lilith Grimm. Yeah, it was just awesome seeing all these people that you've seen in person just have an awesome match with AEW.
Yeah, no, and it was fun. Oh, and let's remember, I mean, I know, they're not being used too much anymore, but Abaddon, they wrestled Cheetah on Dark, and because that they got signed. So you gave a lot of opportunities to people who need those opportunities. And I just, like I said, I hope they're not going the route that I'm seeing them going, because there's something about the thing about AEW that I liked initially. And I know this is stupid and it's non-realistic in the world of business, but it was a company, it was a wrestling promotion that, without unionizing, did almost everything right. They treated the wrestlers themselves as professionals, allowed a lot of creative input, treated it more like a family type situation. Mm-hmm. Everyone had a goal in mind. And because they had a goal in mind, everyone was working for that goal. It's a dream to think that a business can run like that forever. Just not the state of capitalism or markets or everything, unfortunately. But it's just, the more you're seeing it and the more Discovery, Time Warner is forcing Tony's hand on, not forcing Tony's hand, Tony's making the decisions, but it's the further we're getting away from it. That level of watching shows at Daly's Place and that first year where everyone was just kind of taking care of each other, even though there was, I guarantee you, there's backroom politicking and all that bullshit. It seemed like everyone had the same goal, and now it's just kind of like,
well, because we are getting a contract with this TV